started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic, Kid Magic Rock. Shouts out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath, take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. Take your breath. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Come on. Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Come on. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Oh, family, family, family. It is so great to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, in the home of the stubborn minority, in a place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Anything okay back there? I am your host, Brother Hatim, and of course, you know this is a Heart of Simba production all day, every day. But we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Oh, have made it to the week of Kuumba. This is the 7th cycle. This is going to be the last Kuumba of the year. Man, we are rapidly moving into Kwanzaa season, and I hope you got your mind right. I hope you got your ancestor list. I hope you got your stuff ready for the Kwanzaa celebrations that's going to be coming up all over the world. Man, we have been doing it this year as far as Gye-Nyame, and I hope that you have some good stuff about your family as well as about your tribe. And better yet, about your own personal development, right? About your own personal development. We are here to do the daily toast ritual. This is the ritual. Now, I had to start doing the daily toast, the daily toast every day so that I can get people back into drinking the water and stuff like that, because it was missed. It was missed. Some of y'all act like y'all ain't missed it. I know y'all was like, well, why Brother Hatim ain't posting up? You know, something else that we was trying to stream out 24/7. And that just didn't work. I mean, I done burnt up the whole house worth of videos, video time, streaming time. You know, so it's making it hard to upload stuff, download stuff, other videos. I don't even know if this streaming right now. You know what I'm saying? My screen is black, but it shows that the time is going. So it's time for us to do our list. Family, if you want to get your ancestors on the list, it's a very simple thing. All you got to do, go to freegnjecourse.com. That's freegnjecourse.com. It's coming across the bottom of the screen right now. And you could just type it in, sign up for the email list. You get the e-course, free e-course, and you'll get to be able to communicate with us, and then you could just let us know who you want to add to the list. But we also have a wellness list. If you want to add people, just get on the list, and you can add the people as well, you know, because we communicate like that. Another easy way that you can get on the list as well, you go to Gye-Nyame-Journey.com. Go to our blog, Gye-Nyame-Journey.com. At the top of the page, there's a place for you to sign up. Sign up for the email list so that we can stay in touch with you. You know, because literally, the emails, you know what I'm saying? Emails is the best way to go, because we never know when we're going to when we're going to get blocked on a lot of these platforms and stuff like that, because every now and then Brother Hatim will go off the rails, you know. But hey, it is what it is. So Anime, can I get some music, please? Because we about to go and get into our toast. All right, we're going to get into our toast. Let's get everything ready. So, I'm going to pour some ambrosia. Yep, we got the stuff. I don't know how soon Cleve is going to go and start producing. Cleve is going to produce some. You know, like I said, I've been trying to get young people into some entrepreneurship, doing some healthy side hustling. I'm trying to teach my son healthy side hustling, right? You know what I'm saying? At least this generation. So, first off, giving honor to the creator. By whatever name you choose to call that creator, we call on that great force. We call that energy room. We call that energy in the week. We call that energy into our lives. We ask that creator to be with us, right? And we're going to worship that creator, our Kuumba, through our creativity. That's the gift that brings us closest to that creative force. So we lift up our glass. And we say, word of power around these parts, Ashe. Thank you, Anime. Now, family, we're going to move to our ancestors. And since this is the ritual, I am going to say the ancestors on the list. Be sure to get your ancestors on the list, family. Let's grow. Now, on the daily toast, I want y'all to I want you to say your ancestors with me, right? On this one, I'll say all the ancestors that I have. We got Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texan Davis, Herbert Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Gaston, Not Lean, Uncle Chris Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Harmon Brown II, Barbara Toys, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, No More X, Pat Mile Robin, Lee Foucault, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ageni, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Thompson, Alfred Brothero, Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Lucy Wright, Dale Gal Pullen, Luster Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Tridge, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Ron James Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Rain Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susan Teresa Clay, Melvindale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sel Ware, Levita Farmer, Ago Sosu, Jill Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodore Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Linda Dixon, Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Edgar Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Pretty Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Keachla Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Gerald Giles Watson, Spells, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, May Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Foreman, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, Jane W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, Jay Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vesta, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinera, Don Mattel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas Luther Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenna Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dee Mayonnaise, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We have William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, Jafrida Hines, Anna Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winter Priest Canterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradley, Kevin Spradley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printer Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Tim Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Carter Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kiniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trash, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G. 2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, lost my space, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Marker Armstead, Dan Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hetty Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harrington McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatch, Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatstack, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Axe Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Prince Stevenson, Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Steve Simona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mae Francis, Jabel Jackson, Michael Slade, Jordan Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urchin Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Lloyd Newton, J.B. Porgy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Merle Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Jabez McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Ivory, Benjamin Crawford, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have coming from the Black Book. We got Jordan Giles, James Carswell. We got Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Fatima and Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, Jane Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damon Todd, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Candace Simmons, Summer Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Milton Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson. We got Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jashonda Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Nalauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, Willie Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Coma, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey. We got Victor Bowden, Priscilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Jesse Woods, T.L.R. Woods Lennox. We got Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods. We got Juanita Alexander Brown. We got Cynthia Ann Wright. We got Richard Dorsey. We got Annie Simpson, Jamal Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha Demond, Ethel Marshall. We got Steve Dougie Shelton. We got William Bill Walker. We got Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Gisela Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Charles A. Young. We got Sylvester Fawcett, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence. We got Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tuta Don, Sabre Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florence, Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin. We got Mabel Williams. We got Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle. We got LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones. We got Granny Bueller, Papa Al Reese, Nanette Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Gale, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Pam Johnson, Vera Reeves Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spade, Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Darren Bridger, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Brett L. Willen, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson. We got William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis. We got Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilford, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker. We got Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdul Razak, got Vivian Johnson, B.J. Jones, Alvin Shell, Roberto Monterosa. We got Chet Word, Mama Rahani, Deborah Michelle Nash, Joseph Lane Miller III, Renoko Rashidi, Bobby Battle, Fred Gasson, Tracy Gasson, Adora Gibson, Elder Simba, Brother Bashir, Tommy Hustle, also known as Tommy the Barber, Elder Phil Haynes, Arminta Brantley, Aunt Carol Walker Welsh, Harry Ann Brooks, Jeremiah Williams, Tony Smith, Antoinette Pinson, Juanita Mosley, Michelle Simons, Irene Johnson, Aunt Pauline, Nanny Baker, Ian Dabney, Quincy Yelder, Josiah Miller, Brother David Moore, Lisa Smith, Willie Thomas, Neva Fitzgerald, Odessa Bell, and Mary Lou Rosello. Family. Yeah, done it again. Oh man, we lift up our glass and we salute our ancestors. Got to go through the list again. We did it, we did it. Oh, lift it up, and we say, from our ancestors, we move to our moment. This is our time, the moment right now, the now. We move into the now. We move from the past now. And this is our time, family. And the question I ask constantly, doing your moments, are you improving? Are you expanding your space and time so that you can have that to pass on to your generations? Because ultimately, time is the ultimate. Space is number two. Are we extending our space and time? What are you doing with yours? What are you doing with your space? What are you doing with your time? We here at Gye-Nyame, we take the pledge to build for our future. Don't know. Right? So we lift up our glass, this present moment, and we say, Ashe. From this present moment, we move to our children, onto family. I know it could be rough. Sometimes even loving them. You know what I'm saying? Stars have to go on and bring our ways. We got to plug them into our culture. We have to build. It's our responsibility. Host them in events. Host them for great things. Working on space and time so that they can operate. Right? We look fast and we say, Ashe. From there, move quickly. Moving straight all of our relations. Lift them all up. And we Ashe. From there, family, we get to our special toast, our special cause. What is that special cause you want us to lift up? Come on now. All right. And also during this time, we want to send out energy to people that's on our wellness. We want to send our ancestors that in this energy that we're building up over these years. We want to out and we want to touch some of our people's lives that are in need of it. I know y'all got some. Add them onto the list. Get on our email by going to. I'm gonna read the ones off that I have. First, go from the top of my head. Now energy. Send out energy. Brother Quasi, I want to send out energy. Debbie. All right? I want to send out energy. Elder Atiba. I want to send out energy to Eubanks family. I want to send out energy to Jim McGee. Got them all that's on right now. Lift up our glass. We say, Ashe. And it's real, family. We out. Then we move to that selfish toast. This is what we toast you. I'm lifting you up, family. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move to your greatness? What do you need right now to move to your greatness? I'm lifting up the glass for you. Come on now. In this moment, what do you need? Come on now. Because the better you become, the better we become. Right? The better you do, the better we do. So we lifting up our glass. What is it that you need? Lift up our glass and we say, Shay. There, family. We're gonna move to our tribe. Let's lift up our tribe. I'm lifting up my tribe. What's your tribe? My tribe is Gye-Nyame. What's your tribe? Send it up. Come on now, sending that energy out because it's time for us to grow. Time for us to grow. Lifting it up. Say. Now. Gonna move. Oh, we did the tribe already. Now, we're gonna move to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, most uplifting, the wisest, and the bravest individual in the room. Yeah, don't be shy now. I'm toasting you. That's right. I'm lifting my glass up to you. Come on now. Lift it up. You deserve it. Yes. You coach, you support your ancestors. Lift it up. Yep. We got you. Ashe. And we started with the creator and we end with the creator. Of course, we're going to pull in our mythic egg. This is our mythic egg right here. Our mythic phoenix egg. To hatch any day now. Between today and 10,000 years. Just following the instructions that came with it. All right. So we lift up our creator once again. Right? Stay. I stay. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. So good. And it, oh yeah. Build up that microbiome. Oh, hey. Oh, y'all can't see it. Let me switch. The sprouts coming up. I put a show out about the sprouts. You probably would, hopefully, if you've been following us, you know what I'm working on. Ambrosia, that cool, refreshing drink. Ambrosia. All right, family, we out.